Good morning, Dubai. It is Thursday, and what a show we had for you. The Kanye West Emirati Lookalike was live with us in studio. We also talk about the top breaking story that Dubai Public Prosecution has dropped charges of attempted suicide against an Irish air hostess.
And so if you are not subscribed to the Lovin Dubai Show podcast, subscribe wherever you get your podcasts from and enjoy the show.
Good morning, Dubai. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show, where we go through the top trending stories that everyone across the country is talking about. Our top story for you today: Dubai Public Prosecution drops charges of attempted suicide against an Irish air hostess.
As well, how will Dubai police monitor homes during your travel absence?
We're speaking about the UAE residents who are currently struggling with Schengen visa applications.
And as well, Kattan shares her how it started love story.
And the interview you have all been waiting for. We are going live with the Kanye West Emirati Lookalike at 8:50.
It's 278 days since the genocide began on October 7 in Gaza. The current death toll stands at 38,295. The number of injured people is 88,241, and 1.9 million people have been displaced from their homes.
In today's rapid weather report, it's an overcast morning, which I'm sure you saw outside. Expect highs of 42 degrees in Dubai today. What a result in the Euros last night. I can't pretend that I watched it because kickoff was at 11, but the ground absolutely shook when Ollie Watkins took the draw from a 1-1 game to a 2-1 for England in the 90th minute.
Of course, you guys, we know that Lovin Dubai is a proud media partner of the fan zone at McGettigan's, and it was a buzzing night. Of course, our friends from the office went. Natasha went, and she was describing how amazing it was and how nice it was.
Natasha, you were there last night?
Yes, she was.
You're looking pretty fresh for Hisham. Hisham came into the studio this morning, said absolutely nothing. He said nothing. And I said, oh, did you watch the match last night? He just kind of nods. I was like, oh, that's why. Good match. Are you, Natasha said England fans or something else and you can't hear. Were you guys England or Netherlands supporters? Hesham just said you must support England. There's no other option. There's another option. Let me tell you. We asked here this morning.
Are you making it to work today? Of course. Oh my God. Wait, let me see. A long day ahead. Okay, some people are going to go to work, which I would say I'm very proud of you. Like Natasha, I'm very proud of you guys. Whoever is going to go to work.
Only one vote for it's coming home.
Day. Interesting. It's coming home. One vote, and Spain will win the Euros because because you guys know England will be facing Spain on Sunday, and I'm like thinking, should I risk my sleeping schedule and go and watch it? I don't know. Should I not? I don't know.
I don't know if I can. The thing about the English fan energy is the song It's Coming Home is so intense, and this was the one that no one thought they were going to take it. Like the beginning of the tournament, the play was shocking and they just said it's not happening. But they've made it all the way. And I think because in this case they might be the underdogs, you nearly want to see the energy. But yet as an Irish fan, I struggle with it at the same time. I really struggle with the energy.
I feel like we're like, oh, so England won. I'm happy for you guys. Really?
So sleep schedule, are you going to mess it up?
I don't know. Should I not? Is it worth it? Is England worth it? I don't know.
England, Spain.
I mean, I would be with Spain. Honestly, I would support Spain because I love Spain.
Okay, let's see. That's happening on Sunday night, and the only place to watch it is at McGettigan's. Fair play to everyone who's made it to work today. Let's jump into our top story of the morning. Dubai Public Prosecution has dropped charges of attempted suicide against an Irish air hostess. the Dubai Public Prosecution has released a statement regarding Tori Towie, who is an Irish air hostess. Tori is a 28-year-old woman who was involved in a case featuring mutual charges of assault with her South African partner. She later attempted suicide and was detained by Dubai authorities. Charges were pressed against her for suicide, as it is haram in Islam.
Now, the statement reads, Dubai Public Prosecution has closed the case involving Irish national Tori Towie after she and her husband, a South African national, were involved in a case featuring mutual charges of assault. Of course, dating back to May 2024, the couple reached a reconciliation and withdrew the complaints filed against each other.
The statement continues, Dubai Public Prosecution has also dropped the charges of attempted suicide against her, considering the circumstances of the case and to enable for her to return to a normal life.
Now, it explains that Tori was involved in a case featuring a mutual charges of assault with her husband. The case, as we said, has now been withdrawn. And of course, we feel for her and her husband. So if you or anyone you know is facing concerns of domestic violence, please reach out to the helpline by the Dubai Foundation for Women and Children on 800-111. You, of course, which is, by the way, as we said, we feel for her and her husband, and we just we're glad that she is in Ireland safe.
Yeah, I think as an Irish citizen, it was impossible to miss the story yesterday. It went the whole way up in our government. The fact that our Taoiseach, which is Prime Minister level, was speaking about Tori and trying to get her home. And we're so happy that she's on a plane home. Her mom flew out here when she realised that Tori was struggling. And we have no idea what goes on behind closed doors.
True, 100%.
And that's why it's important to share that helpline. And if anyone is struggling in a case of domestic abuse, it's just so important that you reach out for help. It must be so difficult for a family, especially as expats when your parents are away, to hear that their daughter is not okay. But we're so glad that the charges have been lifted. A reconciliation has been found between the pair, and she's on her way home. That's the most important thing.
Well, let's jump to a story that I really like, since I want to travel. But if you guys are traveling, and of course you guys are applying for your visas, whether it's a Schengen visa or not, however, I want to say that UAE residents are struggling with Schengen visa applications. Many individuals who are hoping to obtain a Schengen visa this summer need help securing an appointment. Getting a Schengen visa in summer takes longer, which can be a hassle for UAE residents trying to plan their travels.
So Lovin Dubai got the opportunity to speak to a couple of people. Ashwini Michelle shared her experience. She was trying to get a Schengen visa for Spain. She said, I managed to get an appointment after a long wait, but the website had so many glitches that we had to try 4 or 5 times per person. You can imagine how stressful that is. Traveling isn't easy. Reflecting on the challenges, she added, we could not get one for my daughter despite multiple attempts in both Dubai and Abu Dhabi. The website itself just would not refresh when we reached the payment page.
Now, when seeking alternatives, Ashwini recalled we called them to inquire, but they insisted it had to be done through the website, which was not working for us at all. Eventually, she successfully received her visa within a week of her appointment, and while her husband and sons had to cancel theirs.
Not great for a family planning to travel. According to Musafir, which is an online travel agency, the travel demand for summer vacations in Europe has surged by 40% this year in comparison to last year, and last year the demand was so high as well.
And due to these challenges, residents are opting for visa-free countries to spend their holidays, such as Mauritius, Georgia, the Maldives, and of course you guys more. So I think as well, funny because my friend and I, we want to travel, and because of the Schengen visa, she was telling me, Farah, let's go to a visa-free country that allows us to go there visa-free. And I'm like, fine, let's go to Mauritius or Georgia. And I do understand where they're coming from. However, I think personally that it depends on which country you're going to or you're traveling to, because some countries applying for the Schengen visa might take longer, and in that way it will get you to wait for a longer time, and it will, I would say, really kind of get in the way of getting your family vacation or vacation with your friends. Yeah,
just looking at the comments, it just feels like there's some glitches in the system and it needs to improve. You just, in case you want to travel, you don't want to be waiting until the last minute to then, do I book my flights, do I not book my flights? And then in case you don't get your visa and in case your application is rejected, which is possible, you can't travel. It's too much up in the air. So as you said, you have people going to countries where you don't need the visa. So glitch in the system, it's important to raise awareness about it. And hopefully with these types of conversations, the VFS system, we'll see an improvement there. But yeah, not an easy plan, especially if you want to travel with your family this summer.
Yes. Oh.
Hisham has some tips if you're doing it from Egypt. You do it from the French embassy because, see, this is the thing. There's definitely some tricks. So if you have Schengen visa tricks, I can't say I know enough about it, but if you have tricks to get the quick visa,
I think honestly,
we're here for it.
I think honestly, like to get the Schengen visa and those tricks, you can only learn them by when you are in the scenario and situation yourself.
And then you pass them on. So if anyone's watching on the comments now,
you guys, tell us if you guys have some tips and tricks. Please share them with us. I mean, we want to travel somewhere, and not only that, by the way, like I mean. I've had some glitches happen on the VFS website even when I wanted to go to Turkey, my cousin and I. And when I would want to travel, usually I am very impulsive. And it's like, you know what, I think of something, I'm like, fine, I want the visa now and I would apply for it now. And I had faced some glitches. And I don't know, honestly, maybe because it was like summer and so on. So I don't think the glitches because of the Schengen visa and the appointments and so on. However, I would say, honestly, get tips and tricks and maybe as well hire a travel agent.
Let's not jump into the travel agents because apparently they're taking all the slots according to some of you on our post. However, if you are lucky enough to get your visa and if you are lucky enough to be traveling this summer, we have some good news for you.
Well, Dubai police might be monitoring homes during your travel absences, which is very cool, you guys. This is the most cool thing ever. So Dubai police are offering a service for villa owners who are traveling in which patrols will be deployed to monitor the home for approximately 5 minutes.
So yes, we live in a very blessed safety bubble, but we always need to be aware that things can happen. So there is a free service available to both residents and nationals. That's always a question that you have. This application can be submitted on the Dubai Police website. Basically, you tell them the length of time you're traveling and they'll do a quick 5-minute monitor of your home. It's a free service. Every now and then we say something that happens in Dubai and you just would not get it everywhere. Could you imagine? In other countries, going to the police and be like, look, I'm going on my holidays. Would you mind doing a quick survey?
That's my house. Please check it out. Honestly, it's very cool.
No, but I mean, in other countries, the response would be, you're going on your holidays. You're fine. We have bigger problems to deal with.
True. I mean, honestly, you see, like, to be honest with you, Casey, it's like, this just like made me very feel like, I don't know, oh my God, I'm in a safe country and they want to make sure that I'm safe, whether I'm here or whether I'm in another country. And that's so cool. I mean, this is one of like the rarest services that I've ever heard of. For real. I mean, it's like, all I can think of is like, wow, imagine like, hi, I'm traveling. Please check out on my house.
However, we should say, I personally follow a lot of people and I know their travel plans this summer. And this sounds creepy, but I know where they live because we're also invested in influencers and personalities that we follow. So like in terms of a safety, we're so blessed in the city, but I also would just suggest to people, when you know their neighborhoods, you know their homes, we are a bit more open than we should be. So maybe this is important specifically for influencers who are away for the entire summer and families who share their lives a lot. It's just a note about personal safety. But speaking about influencers, let's jump in to our next story. I love this so much. Mona Kattan shared her how it started love story. And if you're watching, we would love to know yours. Mona Kattan, the Kayali queen, entrepreneur, and all-around sweet soul. We know she married businessman Hassan El Amin, but we didn't know how the love story started.
Well, it got us all thinking about how all great love stories start. Do you meet people at the gym? Do you meet the love of your life at work? Does your family make the connection for you?
Well, in Mona's case, this is how it started. She was brave enough to share the first message in which she texted her friend to ask about Hassan, and the conversation is super cute.
Well, in 2002, she said, by the way, is Sally's bro Hassan single?
And the rest is history. Her friend responded by saying yes. So this is the WhatsApp conversation here. I think like we're flicking back and forth, but this is the one. So she responded saying, yes, he's smart and successful. And that's what you need, by the way. You need the friend
that approves.
That approves. So when she sent that message, if that friend had said he's not the one, she may not have pursued it. But she then responded saying, I've always had a thing for him.
That's so cute. You know, actually, I have a theory that when your friend does not approve of your boyfriend or fiance or husband, it's because she sees something from outside of the box that you do not see.
They're always right.
You know, and they're because like when you're in the box, all that you can see is that. But from outside of the box, she can see the full picture. And oh my God, the amount of times my friends were right about men that has been involved in my life. It's accurate.
I totally agree, and I think friends and family always know. So a question to you. Would you want to be told? So you're in your love bubble, you've been with someone for a while, there may be red flags, there may not be. Do you want your friend to tell you he's not it, she's not it? Or are you even open to hearing it?
I mean, for me, I am very open to hearing it, but I'm stubborn.
You're not acting on it.
I'm as stubborn as a bull, I promise you. And it's like, and the thing is, like, I would listen. I am delusional that I would listen to their opinions and I would let them speak.
Fair enough.
But okay.
But you're not going to act on it. But do you not, just considering a conversation that we just said, that like friends have a wider view and generally they're right, would you not even hear what they're saying and think, okay, maybe they're kind of right. Maybe there's a history here.
It's oftentimes I know that they're right. However, it's like for example, with my past relationship, I knew that they were right. I knew it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, no, I'm doing whatever. I am delusional, let me tell you.
Yeah.
But you know
sometimes it's hard though. Because like even, it's, I think the thing is, you know it, they know it, but it's just hard to leave. I think that's really because I think when you're in a relationship and it's not the one, 85% of the time we know deep down it's not the right one for us.
That's true.
We think maybe it's going to work. There's always like, oh, this day is good, but there's always, you have that red flag in you ringing the siren, but you're just you have the gut feeling, but you're just not listening to it.
That's true.
So it's you can hear it, but just because you're not ready to act on it for whatever reason, that's fine, you don't. But yeah, we've all been there.
But as well, because like you want to give them the benefit of the doubt, right? And because of that as well, you go like, oh, okay, whatever. However, like with Muna's case, I really like how she liked him and asked her friend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's cute.
We always talk about like what's the best way to meet people. I think friends, connection. So if you have a single friend or if you are single, ask your friends if they know someone. It's
you guys,
sweet.
Well, this is a message to all of my friends. You guys failed.
And that's the end of the show. Farah is single, in case you didn't know.